to my bones.
Welcome to Abarth 595 Competizione. Such a cool little thing, especially in this color. Without further ado, I say, let's get out of here, hit the road, make some noise and find out what this Italian beauty is all about.
I got a heavy one last time, taking off my mind. One last night for
I have to admit, I have contemplated if I should actually do this video because I have already filmed two 595s, the Pista and just recently the Yamaha. That's already pushing it, but then I saw this car and I thought, hot in this color. I hopped in, I looked at this carbon fiber piece, I thought, nice. But the deal really was done as soon as I started driving this car. I've initially thought, well, it's not like extra 15 horsepower is going to change your world, is it? Oh boy, was I wrong. This 15 extra horsepower, when you weigh just 1 ton, it's like a big sweet cherry on the cake. This car drives better, it sounds better, it is simply phenomenal. And safe to say, it is not a vehicle for timid or shy. Alright, let's have a look what we've got under the bonnet. 1.4 litre 4-cylinder turbocharged petrol engine which pumps 180 horses, 250 newton meters of torque. This car starts from £23,000 in the UK. Just to give an idea, the base model of 595 pumps 145 horses and starts from £18,000. The decision is yours, but that is enough about the numbers under the bonnet. Peachy, fluffy cruiser it is not. As you hop on the motorway, you pick up a bit of speed. This car will drive you absolutely mad. It is so noisy, it is so bumpy. Let me put it this way, there's a little pothole. Oh, let's visit it. Let's inspect it thoroughly. But you see, when you're buying this car and you know what you're buying, you just don't care because you want this car to be agile like a cat around the corners. It is so light, you can chuck it around, it sits so flat, so planted around the corners, and you can really push it hard.
I know we feel the same about the situation, like we're stuck inside again.
So let's check the boot space. We have 185 liters of space, a reasonably modest size. What about the access? You do have to lift items in order to get them in and get them out, but the shape of the boot is very practical and you can fold the back seats down and you will have 550 liters of space, which is actually quite a bit for a small car. And that is enough about the boots. This is a front-wheel drive car, so easy to handle, easy to drive. Sure, if it was rear driven, it would have been a little bit more fun, but it would also be the case of with a bit of wet surface, you spin me around and round. Now the steering here is sharp, it is quick, it is precise, but it's got some wiggle room to play, which means it's not tiring. It's actually very easy to maneuver this car around town, in and out of car parks, no problem at all. Now you can get the Competizione with automatic or manual gearbox. Manual gearbox being a little bit more fun. I've got the 5-speed manual gearbox. Oh, and I like it. The clutch is nice and easy, the gear change is short, but it's not too short, so you can live with this car in town, especially because it's so easy to maneuver it and you can make some noise whilst you still can. But you know they say, it ain't over until the fat lady sings. Alright, so let's have a look at the cabin. I have to say, I really like it. We've got two materials, which are favorites of mine, and that is the Alcantara and the carbon fiber. a very neat red seat belt, which we don't need at the moment because we're stationary. The quality of the materials, the fit and finish is very good. I do love the steering wheel. So I've got 3 materials: Alcantara, carbon fiber bits and leather. Such a brilliant design and a great finish. You also have Alcantara here. The detailing in this little car is astonishing, I have to say. Now these bucket seats, surprisingly, they're not uncomfortable. They're actually quite all right. So you've got Alcantara starting from here, going almost all the way down here. So no more sweaty bottom in the summertime and no more cold bottom in the winter time. But the most important thing about the seats, when you decide to get carried away around the corners, go a little bit mad, and let's be honest, you will be doing it in this car. They are doing such a great job of holding your body right here where they're supposed to hold your body. Brilliant. Carbon fiber running all the way across the cabin. Carbon fiber on the gear knob, not just here but also here. I like it, they're not being cheap. Traditional handbrake with soft leather. Actually, it is very clever. And if you think about it, it's not rocket science, yet it seems to be rocket science for other brands. You put soft materials wherever your hands touch in the car the most frequently. I do like it. Well done, Abarth. All right, on to practicality. Let's test bottles of water. So this is a large bottle, small bottle. Side pockets, no can do. Small bottle, no can do. Nothing big will go without a fight. It is quite tiny, but then again, it's a tiny car. What about here? Small bottle is all right, large bottle is not all right. Small bottle is all right, and large bottle is not right. Moral of the story, do not bring a large bottle on board. It is pointless. So there isn't much storage space in this car. But you see, it is a tiny car and there's no point complaining about the storage space. You go for the bigger car, you have more storage. You go for the tiny car, you have tiny storage. Simple as that. Got a shelf in here, big enough to put your lipstick in. What about the glove box? Well, could fit some items in there, not too much. So you've got the small pocket here for your mobile phone. It's not wireless charging, anything like that, which is really heartbreaking. Never mind, joking. You've got 2 USB-C ports. It's a little bit old school, if you can call it like that. Got a 12-volt socket in here. Brilliant. All right. The buttons here, the layout is clean, simple, and cluttered. I like it. Onto infotainment system. So the screen is actually quite small. You've got the thick bezel around it. The system itself is all right. It is pretty straightforward, I would say. It's not the most intuitive. It's not the quickest in the world. You can plug in your iPhone or your Android to resolve it to a certain extent. But you see, you're not buying this car to have high-tech infotainment system. Not at all. You've got this sunroof, that's lovely, you can cover it, but I've got the camera there, so I cannot. So officially, this is actually a 4-seater. Well, the space in the back is a little bit tight and tiny, so you can put your mother-in-law over there to express how warmly you feel about her. But that's that. What else about the cabin I can tell you? I think that's it. The cabin has got plenty of character, just the way this car has plenty of character, and I actually really, really like it. Anyway, we're gonna pop this car into sport mode, which is the scorpion button, and let's floor this thing. It revs like hell. With this button, everything changes. This car stiffens, this car hardens, and oh boy, it goes good. This thing is a little bit mental, and of course you hear the sounds out of the exhaust. It is brilliant, simply astonishing. Oh God almighty, it's exciting stuff, I tell you. These cars put me in such great mood. I don't know what it is. Is it me? Is it just me? It is me. Let's briefly discuss the practicalities. The visibility in this vehicle, the rear window is okay, but you've got plenty of visibility in here. The declared fuel economy is 6.3 liters. Let's have a look what is the reality. The reality is actually not bad, 8.1 liters, and that is with me going a bit bonkers. But truth be told, you see, You're not buying this car because you're thinking practicality, comfort, excellent fuel economy. Nah, you think fun, fire, let's make some noise, people. That's why you buy this car. Do you know, it's got so much character, and I have to say, nobody does it better than the Italians when it comes to character. And that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you all very, very soon. Bye.